All right, Draymond Green calls young players today soft as hell. Let's talk about it. Check out the NBA Talk playlist. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Reading for CBS Sports, say Draymond Green calls young NBA players soft as hell. Says they lack competitive spirit. It's a tale as old as times. Older players lionize their own generation of players and laminate how far the current group of stars have fallen. It's one of the most constant criticisms uh, lived up at modern athletes in almost every sport. It's just a rare to hear it from an active player, but Draymond Green essentially did just that on appearance on Kevin Durant's The ETC apostrophe S podcast. It's all started with Green discussing why he doesn't expect to coach after his career. He started by talking about the grueling schedule and how much he enjoys broadcasting, but went on to share the concern with the attitude young players have towards competition. Quote, there are more talent around the league than ever has been. I don't agree with that. From a talent standpoint, the league is in a good space. I don't agree with that. But as pure basketball lovers who love competition at the highest level, I think they got to catch up in that department. Green later expanded on that by discussing the decline of trash talking around the league. They soft as hell. I found myself trying to talk some shit to some of these young dudes, and that won't talk. And they're like trying to be friends, and that's what them. My bad, dog barking. That's what these young dudes do nowadays. I don't understand it. And fair, they just talking about what Draymond said. So that's what he had to say, word for word, verbatim, whatever you want to call it. My whole thing is, nigga, like the league you came into was soft. Let's see when Draymond came into the league, bro. Yeah, NBA been soft. I mean, if you truck trash, they give you a tech. Dude, that's so crazy that you got a dude who came into the beginning of the soft NBA. So he was drafted in what 2012. Yeah, the NBA been soft. I would probably say the NBA been soft after Kobe, after the Pistons, Kobe and Shaq. After San Antonio, the Pistons ran like what? San Antonio went into the tens. But after that, like that type of reign, like right before you get to the Celtics championships, I think the NBA kind of was soft with Celtics, Kobe. Right after that '09 back era, even from 9, I would say from 6, 7, 8, 9, it started to kind of get watered down. But 2010 is when it destroyed. Now I was an avid NBA fan. The 90s was my favorite. I love the early 2000s right there. But when you kind of get from 6, 7, 8, 9, it completely started to change. The 10, it did change. What happened was LeBron took the nastiness, the dirtiness, the trash talk, the griminess, and the NBA did as well too. They wanted to water it down. They wanted part of trash talk and grimy is being competitive on the defensive end. You don't really how can I say, you don't really compare dirty, grimy, gritty to offense. You really compare it towards the defensive minded players, the guys that want to get out there and take the challenge to get out there and defend and take the challenge. He got a point. But when he came to the league, it was already completely watered down. It was already completely soft. And that's just the honest truth. It ain't these guys. The NBA ain't been the same since '09. Well, in that 6-09 period. So when he sit there and he try to talk about these kids out here hooping and balling and they not tough, well, the NBA ain't been tough. When the referees don't let you get out there and hand check, when the NBA don't let you get out there and hand check, when the NBA don't let you get out there and be physical, you see how they call the end of a playoff game, how they just let shit roll? That's how NBA should be. It shouldn't be if I bump into you, I get the N1 in the foul, and you get the foul. That ain't how the NBA should be. NBA should be a man sport. NBA should be contact. The NBA been a broad sport ever since the Pistons and Spurs was winning it. They kind of cut it out after that. You can't bump nobody, you can't bow nobody, you can't shove nobody. This ain't a sport no more. This ain't a sport no more. You know what I'm saying? This is a beauty pageant. Everybody, you don't have none of these Ruben Pattersons, Tony Allens, and you don't have none of these Bonzi Wells out here, Rajah Bells to take on the dirty work. You don't have guys like Gary Payton with this mentality no more. The NBA is completely changed. It ain't these kids' fault. When Draymond came into a soft league, you came into a league where you couldn't play defense. You came into a league and where, you talk trash, you get fined. You get a tech, you out of here. The NBA has been utter trash since the turn of last decade. 2010, and LeBron James took competitive, he took grimy, he took dirtiness out of the game. And the NBA said, you know what? We want 120 points. We want teams to score a lot of points, and people start watching basketball. Because half of the game is guys like Harden and LeBron and Steph Curry taking foul shots. And that's just where it is right now. It ain't no more dirty. It ain't no more grimy. When LeBron started to team up and the NBA wanted those high-scoring games, that's where the competitiveness went. If I play defense, I get fouled out. That's what happened. When LeBron joined forces, people want to blame the Celtics. They was at the end of their careers. Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and Kevin Garnett, that was the end of their prime. I mean, they was already, if you put them at their best, they probably won a few in a row. They was an older team. And they didn't call each other and plan it a year or two before and said we going to play. They traded for them. It wasn't no free agency where Dwayne Wade came back to Miami, where Chris Bosh came to Miami, LeBron came to Miami. I think KG got traded there and Ray Allen got traded there, if my memory serves me correctly. So people trying to compare Boston to Super, it was a trades. It wasn't, I'm a free agent, we all going to put our heads together in the Olympics, and we want to play with each other. No, it wasn't that. That's what people kind of get it twisted at, man. Boston, it was trades. It was trades. Them Bosh and Wade and Bron put their head together, and that's where the NBA went soft at. When dudes did anything to chase championships, that's what happened. When dudes do anything to chase championships, and how dare him sit here and sit here and talk like he don't know what's going on. What kills me about Draymond, man, is just to the point where he came into a Mr. Softy league and he want to act like he didn't come into that league, and that's my issue with him, man. But hey, let me know what you think about Draymond comments. NBA been soft for like over 10 years now. But don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, response, video requests. All that social media links in the description. Fast way reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. Links in the description. Facebook group link there as well too. Check out the NBA Talk playlist. Want to make a donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313 in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way to donate, share the video. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you guys think. One time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV. We gone. Peace.